7 excellent tips to improve your life immediately. Watch this video until the end and then take action. Taking action is the key to success in life. We can't get anywhere without taking the next step. If you want to be successful, it is imperative that you act. Most people get caught up in the pre-game phases of details, planning, and gathering additional knowledge. This is often referred to as analysis paralysis. Don't make yourself its victim. The faster you begin, the faster everything else will begin falling into place. We can't wait for things to happen, and we can't just hope that they will happen. We have to make them happen by putting a foot forward and making things happen ourselves. Taking action is not always easy. It can be difficult to get started and even more challenging to stay motivated. But when you do take action, you will feel a sense of accomplishment that can't be matched by anything else. So what are some ways to take action? Make a list of your goals and write down the steps you need to take in order to achieve them. Make a list of all your excuses for why you haven't taken any action and write down why they don't hold any weight. Then throw them away. Commit yourself to taking one small step every day towards your goal, no matter how small it may seem. Every single step matters. As the old adage goes, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. It's amazing how true this is. What at first seems insurmountable seemingly turns into a task that is easy as pie after you have successfully completed it. Find someone who has accomplished in the past what you want to accomplish now, and simply ask them for help or advice on how they did it. Most people will be delighted to tell you how they realized success and guide you in the right direction. Be careful here though. If someone gives you advice, graciously thank them and then take action with that advice. Most people enjoy being helpful, but no one likes to have their time wasted. Number 2, plan the work and work the plan. The first step in the process of taking action is to make a plan. A plan is a series of steps that are taken in order to achieve some goal. Write those steps down and come back to them often. There are many phone apps available for this task. Google Docs is free and works quite well for this. It's important to take the time to create a plan because it will help you stay on task and reach your desired outcome. A plan should include all of the steps that need to be taken, as well as how much time and resources will be needed for each step. Don't be too rigid with your plan. Things change. You must be able to adapt, pivot, and keep moving in the direction of your success. You also need to consider any potential risks or challenges that may come up along the way, and how you will deal with them if they do happen. Planning is the first step to your success. Without a plan, you are likely to make mistakes and lose motivation.
You are watching Advance Dynamix, the success channel for those with a winner's mindset. Most just coast. We strive to thrive. Hello, winners. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and turning on notifications. And if you get something out of this, please hit like and leave a comment. Today's sponsor is Bob Proctor and his world-renowned prosperity program, 6 Minutes to Success. The link is in the description. Without further ado, let's get back to today's video.
Number 3, commit to consuming more knowledge. Knowledge is power. Feed your head. The more you know, the more you can do. The benefits of reading are immense. Reading can improve your memory, vocabulary, and general knowledge. It can also help with empathy and understanding other people's perspectives. Reading is a great way to consume knowledge that you otherwise might not have access to. You may not have time to read a whole book, but with audiobooks or podcasts, you can consume knowledge while doing chores or commuting on public transport. We are living in the age of information. It has never been easier to get more knowledge than ever before, and yet the quest for knowledge has never been more difficult. This is because there is so much information out there that it becomes increasingly difficult to sift through it all and find what we need. As a result, we are left with knowledge gaps that we don't even know exist. We don't know what we don't know. Let that sink in. We don't know what we don't know. Number 4, stop wasting time. Which is more important, time or money? Often, the younger we are, the more we think money is more important. This is because time seems infinite when we are young. As we go through life, gaining additional wisdom, we learn that time is much more important than money. Every minute of your time spent is a minute you will never get back. Every dollar spent can always be replaced. This is why M.J. DeMarco's commandment of time says, "Thou shalt not trade time for money." If you don't know who M.J. DeMarco is, Google him and read his books. That will be time well spent. internet. There are so many distractions in life. The internet, video games, social media, and television can suck up your time and totally waste it without you even noticing. There are some things that you should spend your time on and others that you should stop wasting time on. If you are getting a good return on your investment, perhaps it's time to reconsider what you are investing your time in. Some people may think that they need to be on social media because it is the best way to stay connected with their friends and family. They may not realize that social media can take up a lot of time and not give them any return for their efforts. Some people might think that they need to watch television or play video games for a few hours every evening because it helps them relax after a long day of work. It might seem like the only option, but there are other ways to relax after work: reading, cooking, or exercising, for example. We aren't saying you should never do things simply for their sheer enjoyment. We are saying to make sure you have your balance set correctly for your optimum success. Number 5, take sleep more serious. Sleep is extremely important for our body and mind. It helps us to recover from the day, recharge our batteries, and be ready for the next day. Sleep deprivation happens easily to those of us who are driven. A high drive to win makes us talk ourselves into skipping the requisite rest our bodies need. Be mindful of this and act accordingly. If you don't get enough sleep, it can lead to a variety of problems, including lack of focus, memory loss, weight gain, irritability, depression. A good night's sleep is vital for your health and for your productivity. Number 6, take time for you and your loved ones. Taking time for yourself and your loved ones is essential to your well-being. It's important to take time for yourself to give your brain the opportunity to recharge and process what you have been through. It's important to take time for your loved ones in order to nurture your valued relationships. It's easy for winners to take these for granted in their quest for achievement. Be mindful of this and balance your time accordingly. There are many ways you can take time for yourself. You can go for a walk, read a book, or watch TV. All these things will help you relax and get back in touch with your thoughts. At Advance Dynamix, we like to find win-wins. For instance, me time involves reading a book that teaches new thoughts and ideas. Family vacation spots include locations with areas of investment interest. You get the idea. Number 7, consciously look for the opportunities that surround you. We often overlook the opportunities that are right in front of us. We are so busy with our day-to-day lives that we don't even notice what is happening around us. Opportunities can be found in the most unexpected places and at the most unexpected times. For example, when you're driving down the highway out in the country, what do you see? Just a bunch of fields, just a bunch of telephone poles, just a bunch of whatever? Open your mind. Change your attitude. People made money off those fields, telephone poles, and whatever else you see. And in the future, more people will make money off of them too. Why can't it be you? Take it a step further. Think outside the box and come up with new and exciting ways no one else has even thought of yet. Elon Musk is a genius in this regard, and many other regards as well for that matter. One notable opportunity he found was the Giga Press. He asked himself why no one built cars the same way Hot Wheels toy cars were built when he was a kid. He called 6 companies that made massive presses and asked if they could build one he could make cars with. 5 said no and 1 said maybe. Elon took that as a yes. Today, Tesla pumps out cars in a matter of seconds. Some of those cars cost more than $100,000 each, and Elon's opportunistic press is pumping them each out in seconds to the tune of thousands of cars per day. Let that sink in for a minute. The opportunities are there. The key is to just keep looking for them. They are all around you, and yet most people can't see them because they haven't trained their mind to be visionary.
If you got something out of today's video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Click the Show More link on this video to check out our sponsor Bob Proctor and his world-renowned prosperity program, 6 Minutes to Success. You'll also find the link to get your Attitude Winners gear, including wall art, luggage covers, hoodies, and t-shirts at AdvanceDynamix.com. Strive to thrive, winners.